Watch him get this as Mahomes accidentally hits his teammate, and that right.
What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy Monday. I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. It is a victory Monday, but spirits just feel low as we await more news surrounding Rashee Rice's knee injury. Head coach Andy Reid gives us an update as we take a look around the league for best available receivers. At the end of the day, though, the Chiefs do improve to 4-0 as they look ahead to another primetime matchup in Week 5. We're going to recap the game, give you those positives coming up next as well. But first, give us a like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel, and let's get into it. Well, the Chiefs beat the Chargers 17-10 yesterday to keep their undefeated streak perfect, but it came at a cost. In the first quarter, Patrick Mahomes threw an interception and inadvertently sidelined his number one wide receiver. QB1 rolled into Rashee Rice's leg when attempting to tackle Chargers cornerback Christian Fulton, which led to the second-year receiver's exit from the field on a cart. After the game, Mahomes told reporters that he takes full responsibility, acknowledging his indirect role in Rice's potential season-ending injury. He said, "Rashee really made a good play, ... I was trying to tackle the guy and obviously rolled up on him. If I don't turn the ball over, that never happens." ESPN's Adam Schefter tweeted out that Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is feared to have suffered a torn ACL during Sunday's game versus the Charger per sources. There will be additional testing to confirm the initial diagnosis. The Chiefs will likely have to lose both Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice for the season and are currently without running back Isaiah Pacheco for about 8 weeks. The team is 4-0, but the offense has been hit hard. Yeah. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport also tweeted out a very similar report within minutes of Schefter. He said, quote, "Chiefs star wide receiver Rashee Rice, who was ruled out today, is feared to have a serious and significant knee injury, sources are saying. The injury, likely an ACL tear, could cost him his season, though he'll have an MRI, a brutal outcome." Yeah, I think that's an understatement. It has been definitely tough for Kansas City. Again, we're still awaiting those test results. So through Kansas City's first 3 games, Rice has caught 24 passes for 288 yards and 2 touchdowns. As Schefter pointed out, the injury couldn't come at a worse time for Kansas City. The Chiefs lost wide receiver Hollywood Brown in the very first preseason game for the entire season, potentially returning in the postseason, but that's still up in the air. Running back Isaiah Pacheco currently on the IR after having surgery to repair his fractured fibula he suffered in Week 2. His earliest return is Monday, November 4th in Week 9, when the Chiefs host the Tampa Bay Bucks. Now, that would be 6 weeks from his surgery, but Rappaport also shared it could be up to 8 weeks. So if Rice joins the injury list, then the Chiefs would be without their top production at both running back and wide receiver. It's not great. Through 4 weeks, they've continued to find ways to get it done, though, but it looks like that task is going to become even more difficult. Head coach Andy Reid did give us an update earlier today. Nate Taylor with The Athletic shared in his opening statement, Andy Reid said the Chiefs are still going through several tests of Rashee Rice's right knee. Coach Reid said, quote, "I don't have a definite diagnosis right now." Reid said about Rice, he's not going to be available next week. Take a listen to Coach Reid's words yourself.
As far as Rashee's injury goes, we're still testing him on things here, but so I don't have a definite for you right now, but we will get it to you. And he's not going to be available, obviously, this week. So we're going to make sure we get all the tests that need to be done, and then we'll let you know on that. So.
Now, Coach Reid also shared that if Rice misses significant time, he has faith in the rookie, Xavier Worthy, being able to take on more of a role.
Yeah, we'll see how he does. I mean, we've got guys here that have experience of playing in the game. So, I mean, it's not that he's the only one. Doesn't have to be the only one. So we've got a good group of guys there that we can utilize. And, you know, we normally spread the ball around, and that's what we'll continue to strive to do.
Okay, you've got 3
go ahead.
You've got 3 receivers on the practice squad. Do you see any help from any of those guys, whether it's Ross, Washington, or Remigio?
Yeah, you know what? I haven't sat down with Brett yet, so I'm going to just kind of hold off on that. But he and I will get together here a little bit later. So
All right, right now the Chiefs' depth chart at wide receiver looks like this. We got Xavier Worthy, Justin Watson, Juju Smith-Schuster, McCole Hardman, and Sky Moore. So is that enough? Drop below in the comments what you think about the Chiefs' wide receiver room. Do they have enough to make up for the lack in production, potentially coming from Rashee Rice? Let us know your thoughts.
Whenever you discover something new, the first thing you want to do is share it with your friends so they can experience it too. That's kind of what it feels like when you discover that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless service for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. It's such an awesome deal, there's no way you can keep it to yourself. No more negotiating with big wireless companies for overpriced plans, and no more hidden fees with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you and your friends with premium wireless plans starting at just $15 a month. And if you're worried about keeping your own phone and keeping your contacts, you can bring all of that along when you switch to Mint Mobile. So ditch overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile's deal and get 3 months of premium wireless service for just $15 a month. To get this new customer offer on your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/KCSNCND. That's mintmobile.com/KCSNCND. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/KCSNCND. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
Well, if you answered no to the above question, you're not alone. A lot of people feel the same. Depending on Rice's diagnosis, Kansas City might very well be looking for a trade or maybe a free agent receiver to bring in. Today, head coach Andy Reid shared his thoughts on the potential of bringing in another wide receiver. He said, quote, depending on who the guy is.
Yeah, Nate, it would depend on who the guy is. I mean, that's the obvious. If he's got experience in the offense, then it's not too bad. But it takes somebody a little bit of time to get himself involved and get the terminology down. But it's a lot easier now than it is during training camp when they have to learn a gazillion plays. Here, they just have the game week to learn. But getting on the same page with the quarterback and the timing and all that, that's a bigger issue normally.
ESPN's Adam Schefter seems to agree with head coach Andy Reid. Today, Schefter shared his thoughts on a potential trade with Pat McAfee, noting, although there is great talent out there, could they learn an Andy Reid offense fast? Take a listen.
It's hard to get somebody in there that hasn't played in that offense before, that hasn't worked with Patrick Mahomes in the offseason. It's not a simple thing to do. So we can continue to trot out names like DeAndre Hopkins and Amari Cooper and Deontay Johnson and Adam Thielen and all the names that would make sense logically. They all do in some sort of way if those teams decide to make any deals and move on from players. But it's just not that simple. And they're going to have to rely on, I think, their own talent. Kareem Hunt, I think, looked better than they expected. They could be getting back Clyde Edwards-Helaire here. They signed Jody Fortson to their practice squad last week. Jody Fortson's played in that system. Was a red zone threat before he suffered an elbow injury. They added him last week, and it actually could be a case where he could be a weapon for them as well. They're going to look. The last 2 years, they've made trades before the deadline for wide receivers. Kadarius Toney 2 years ago, and then last year, McCole Hardman. But Hardman had played in the system, knew the offense. Toney adjusted. They'll look around, absolutely, and they may need another body, but they've suffered a lot of body blows already to an offense that has been operating at a high level in the past and still now could be using more help in the future.
So here is a list of notable wide receivers who are still free agents. The list does include, I want to point these guys out, veteran receivers like Michael Thomas and Hunter Renfrow. Is there anyone else you think that the Chiefs should target? Drop in the comments below what you would do if you were Brett Veach. Alrighty, folks, that does it for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. As always, we'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your Victory Monday, and we'll see you on Tuesday.